Never get tired of my face on anything to do with WWE. This is my life's goal was to get here. The fact I'm sitting WWE champion is unbelievable. And, seeing the new Slam Attacks cards, they just got released now, Slam Attacks Reloaded. It's like a top Trump style game with a high scoring card wins. And the coolest thing of all this time, it still blows my mind. I've got it sitting right here. Is my card is the 101 card, which means it's completely unbeatable, which is absolutely mental. That's the kind of thing like a Hogan or a Rock or an Austin would have got in the past, or like a Brock Lesnar perhaps, and now that card is for myself and it's for the UK. So that's just like a dream come true for me. The time away, I was able to find myself in a lot of ways. I was released, which fired for everyone out there, at 29. I lost my dream job. I'd spent almost 8 years with WWE. And to be truthful, I just wasn't giving it my all. I forgot this was the dream job. I kind of lost perspective. I just wasn't working out hard in the gym. I wasn't working on my areas that were weak, perhaps on the microphone to better myself. And I was a bit jaded, I guess. And it was all on me. And I had to look myself in the mirror and say, okay, that didn't work out. Realistically, it's on you. No one's telling you what to do now. It's up to you. You're going to make this thing work or not. And from that day forward, I was only accountable to the person in the mirror. I worked out as hard as I could, worked on my body, worked on my verbal skills, worked on my in-ring skills, worked on coming across better in these interviews. As obviously being a top guy in wrestling involves a lot of media, and I just did everything I possibly could to be the best I could be. And thankfully, a lot of people believed in me, gave me a platform to show what I could do. And inevitably, after 3 years outside the company, after I'd found myself and grown up, so I was a boy the first time, I returned a man to WWE, worked my way through the ranks, and now WWE champion. There was one point where when I became WWE champion, we had 5 Scottish champions, which obviously is 5 million people in Scotland. There's a 1 in a million chance of that actually happening, and it happened. And we've got so many great wrestlers from England too. And just to see that, and when I first came over, there was myself, William Regal, and Wade Barrett, I believe, were the only people from the UK, and that was just, we were anomalies at the time. And now to see such a strong representation, NXT UK, like a home-based company in the UK, is really cool. How healthy wrestling is across the entire world, and just to see WWE going from strength to strength is really cool, and to be steering the ship is even cooler. Yeah, in the WWE universe, as our fans are the number one superstars, they create the atmosphere. They kind of dictate where the matches go and where the interviews go, and we do play off of their emotions. So we've had to think outside the box. With WWE and Drew McIntyre, we always innovate and adapt to the situation. Nobody's been in this situation, so it's kind of a case of throwing things against the wall and see what's working. Now to reach the fans, I tend to look down the camera lens so I can actually look them in the eye, which I wouldn't have done in the past. And I think it's a pretty cool time to develop some deeper characters with more layers. When the crowd's there, you do your thing, you play up to them, and you've got your character, but there's only so much you can do and so much you can show. This is basically like a regular television show right now, I guess. The attention's all on you. You've got that moment, you've got that time. The crowd's not going to talk over the top of you. They're not going to do their chants, etc., which I love and miss. But you really have that spotlight on you to really show what you're made of and what other layers you've got to get. I guess the best way to put it is they get to know you at a deeper level. So when things get back to normal, they will know every single character inside and out if you maximize your time. Yeah, things are different in every country, and I've been keeping up to date with family and friends back home. I think they kind of had it tough for a while. I remember the thing I'm most proud of is that we kept pushing through and providing original content during these difficult times. I remember my buddies, when they were completely locked down, telling me, I was like, man, I would do anything for a football match or a rugby match or a cricket match right now. I'm so glad you guys are still putting on all these new shows. It gives me something to look forward to every week. And when I heard that, I was like, all right, this is why we're doing it. For people's mental health, those fans that are tuning in. So that's been really cool. For me personally, yes, the second I can. Pretty much the second the CDC and the governments agree that, okay, we're good. Like the flights are back to normal. You'll see Drew McIntyre on that first flight flying straight back with his title and then doing my open top buster. Like that's the coolest thing ever. It's so surreal. I'm WWE champion. It's so surreal. I'm the first UK WWE champion ever. And I just really want to get back home and show everybody, hey, here it is. It is possible. Like sometimes if you work hard enough, believe hard enough, the biggest dreams do come true.